Hello, welcome back. I don't know why you're here. God knows I don't know why I'm here, beyond the fact that a long time ago, two people had a very irresponsible night, and I'm paying for it for the rest of my life, as we all know. So, what do we got today? Well, we got Yasha. We got 5 of them, because we got some fun to play with, and it's been a while since I had these boys out. I think the last time I made a video featuring them was about a year or so ago, and it involved Wave Rider Arakawa too. So leading the pack, and definitely gave me some bad joke material, but still. So let's start with the fun. Now, Yasha Red here, he's a grade 6. He is fully skilled up, as we can see. And I mean, look at that beautiful dosing of attack here. Like, yes. But yeah, fully skilled here. Now, you might be wondering, he doesn't have an effect. Why do you have effect hit on here? Why are you using Sea Sprite, you idiot, is probably your thought process. But if you haven't seen my previous videos, when I first got Yasha, when he was one of my first ones, I put Sea Sprite on here originally as just a joke to make myself laugh, because I thought, he has water powers. It made sense, and I think I might have been also sleep deprived for a few days. I mean, I live in an almost constant state of sleep deprivation. But, you know, whatever. But along the way, why I kept it after I learned more about souls and how the game works is because, for some reason, after I put it on there, it seemed like Yasha was hitting this multi-attack thing way more often. Like, it wasn't just 50%, it seemed to have gone up. Because I could almost predict it was going to happen after a certain point, which was strange. And I'm thinking that, at least back then, there might have been a possibility, if you look at those old videos, where I'm thinking the effect hit boost might have triggered the multi-hit. Maybe it was some weird code thing, I don't know, I'm not a game developer or programmer, but something was going on here, so I've just kept it. And does it do that now? No, it doesn't. I don't think it does, but at the same time, Sea Sprite is a useful soul, so I figure why not keep it. Case in point, aside from the effect hit boosting, you have this shield, which can also be very useful. I mean, there's a reason I have a few Shiki with this on there that don't really have an effect. It's because that shield is useful. And of course, we have Otokura on here because its effect is very useful, and because it also seemed very fun to have on here for him. Oh, hello, calm down. My kittens are going just crazy. It's like they got into some crazy puffs. Anyway, overall, I mean, he got me through quite a lot of the early game and a few different stages of some of the higher end things, so I'm not complaining. It was apparently a dumb decision made to make me laugh, and it worked out beautifully. I'm not complaining about it. I really wish I knew what had happened at that time. Like, was it actually doing something or was it not? But nobody's ever had a confirmation, and no one's ever told me they had something similar happen. So, I don't know. We'll probably never know. Mystery of the universe. But anyway, so I'm not in the mood to go through, so we'll just do the fun. So now we, of course, have Yasha Green here, and he was like my, let's see, I want to say he was a 3rd or 4th experiment in Yasha's. Might have been 3rd. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But he's grade 5. He is fully skilled up, as you can see. And his was more of a, like, crit build, but not full crit. Like, didn't put, like, a fully crit boosting soul right in here. Even though I definitely had it, I still wanted to have some good attack power. But if anything, I was also curious, like, is there something like certain things will actually affect? Like, I know crit in some other games can actually alter something, has like a bunch of hidden bonuses it does, so this was also an experimental situation, but also fun. Case in point, you know, we have claws on here because aside from the crit boosting, you have this 50% chance of ignoring 45% of defense when attacking, and That's very helpful. That can wreak a lot of havoc, especially if that multi-hit hits. Like, yes. Because last I checked, that is not limited to one attack, so multi-hit, obvious. And of course, he has Seductress on here, because why not? And yes, I could have totally gone with the full Seductress build instead of Claws, but I have a lot of Shiki that use Seductress, and I really don't have that many who use Claws, and I really felt like I wanted to give Claws a little more chance, so. Case in point. Now, that's not saying that this probably could not work if you adjusted a couple of these Claws things to Seductress and went with that. I totally could. I've actually done that before for fun, but, because, yes. But I kind of just wanted to play with Claws a little bit. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Apparently play fight with my kitten's play fight started to get serious, and while I understand that play fighting is a thing, I don't want them to hurt each other by mistake, especially if somebody gets angry. I would hope all other pet owners would understand what I'm talking about here. Even though it can be dangerous to us, at the same time, I'm very used to it. I've had cats for a long time, so I'm very used to it, and believe me, I've got the scars for it. That's fine. Anyway, what was I on? I think I was finished with green. So we're going to purple now, who was, again, an experiment situation where I wanted to give him an effect even though he doesn't have one, just for, fun. As you can see, his speed isn't altered in any way, because my main focus was, of course, some crit damage, a little bit of extra effect hit, not a lot, but just a little to spice up the effect hit boost that the thing already has. Yeah. So let's see. So as you can see, he has these for attacking boosted. English is hard. Which they all have most of them have a little bit of extra effect hit boosted into them. Just a smidge. Mostly because I was thinking it would be kind of funny if he hits one of his attacks and it actually freezes his opponents. I thought it would be fun. And, I couldn't resist adding this beautiful Aboriguruma on, because, if anything, I kind of like the idea of a Shiki with a controlling effect, and if they get hit by something, it boosts their speed where they can actually get up there to hit that a little faster. I thought it'd be fun. And it has been, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we have to admit, it definitely is a fun thing to just do that. Now, of course, we go over here to Yasha Black, who, case in point, is using a shadow set. Again, fully skilled up, grade 5. And of course, he's using this beautiful shadow, which, does it have the bit of effect hit? Yes. Why does it have the effect hit even though he has no effect in this one? Again, it's back to, this was, I think, one of the second, I think this was the second Yasha I got, and I still was running on the theory that effect hit might alter the chances of getting the multi-hit. Will I change this down the road? Possibly. Is it an immediate thing? Not really. I mean, it's just a thing. But it's not a bad thing. And of course he has Kyokotsu on here to boost his attack. Now, would this 4-piece thing, what it can do, be useful? Probably, but not for him. At least I don't feel like it would. But we'll see. Now, but overall, I kind of like the way I've got him built now. And not gonna lie, I think I kind of like this skin the most, but Now, we go all the way down the line here because it's much easier than it has been for others, to Yasha Blue, and you gotta admit, this new skin looks freaking cool as hell. And he was built with more like another experimental situation. As you can see, He is, in fact, grade 4, unevolved, and he is fully skilled up for being grade 4 and unevolved. I just haven't unlocked Fiend. Well, actually, no, he's not fully skilled up. I keep forgetting. Fiend is his evolved skill. Underworld C is one that needs to get boosted. The way they do this thing where the way they do this kind of gets me confused sometimes. Let's be real. As you can see, he's got a generous dose of crit damage on here because, yes, why not? That is in fact brought on thanks to these beautiful Mutadoris, and because I believe a couple of his others do have a little extra boosting on there. Is his crit that high? Not really, but hey, a little bit of extra crit damage never hurts nothing. But as you can see, this experiment was using Hyosube. Again, I'm probably mispronouncing. Let's face it, no one's here for pronunciation. Because I was kind of, after I've used it with a few other Shiki, I was interested to see what would happen with this piercing arrow thing being on him with his abilities. You know, just for... I mean, one of the fun things of this is experimenting, seeing what works, what does not work, just having fun. And I wanted to play with it. And to be fair, it's kind of interesting to also play with this Mutadori thing. Not gonna lie. Anyway. So, we've covered this part. We see the fits, we see the souls. So, now's the part where we are going to hit the level 40 Hahakagami zone and the level 40 Kappa zone and just let these boys wreck shop. Now, if you want to stick around for that, you are more than welcome to. We loved having the party. But if you want to knock off here, that's fine. No harm, no foul. Just do the holy trifecta of YouTube down below with the like, comment, subscribe if you want to. And if not, hey, we're still cool. So, still here? Let's have some fun. Go. And there's the shield. Now, I'm not gonna lie, those are just tearing through. Now, I kinda like that. There's the arrow. Now, obviously, there's the multi-hits. Now, who was that? Was that... I forgot who was in control at the time. I better keep an eye on that. No, just the one. Okay. I really couldn't tell because black started moving too. But okay. Yeah, these guys ain't able to... Ooh. You boys better take them down or Blue is about to eat some pavement. Okay, so Blue definitely came close to death right there. Not gonna lie. But the other boys managed to hold out. If anything, that's kind of just proof that unlike with a couple of my others, like when I ran Kusa, I probably, even though I have all 5 of these boys, I probably could not get away with running him solo in an Orochi zone to see how far they get. Well, technically I probably could up to a certain point. And probably up to a certain point in the Evo zones too. I mean, that could be fun. We'll see. But anyway, yeah. So... let me pause here. We'll hit the Kappa zone, see what's happening. I'll keep thinking on that. Alright, so we're in the Kappa zone with our Yashas. I'm very curious to see if Blue survives to the end again. If anything, that gives me ideas about how I need to adjust. But, again, we're curious, so let's see what happens. Go for it, boys. Now, Jesus Christ, Red. Are you done multi-hitting people? Okay, so now comes the challenge. Okay. Interesting. Is it just me, or did that look like Yasha and Red and Black actually were hitting their multi-hits? Now, Blue's about to die. Oh! Frozen. Red, I think we need to have a talk. Because how are you hitting that so often? I mean, a 50% is still 50%, but still, bro. My odds I ain't that good at the coin flip. Okay. This just confirms that there's something going on potentially, but I mean, it just might be me being my paranoid self. But I hope you enjoyed it to the end, and we'll catch you later with something else, alright? If you didn't make it to the end, though, if you didn't already, maybe do the holy trifecta down below. If not, no problem. See ya.